Remember how I keep saying that a lot of Canadians are absolutely out of their mind? Remember that? Said it a bunch of times, specifically about Liberals. Look at this poll from Polling Canada. Now, I usually don't cover Polling Canada because they lately have been kind of just posting the same Nanos polls over and over and over and over again for some reason. I don't get it. But that's what they're doing. Whatever. But they got this interesting, I'll just say it's interesting here, from Pew Research. Now, before we get into this and have a little bit of a conversation, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thank you very much for getting me past that 10,000. I really appreciate it. Let's keep going. Let's see how far or how fast we can get to that 100,000 mark. So, Polling Canada posted this from Pew Research. Who is the greatest threat to Canada? 59% of Canadians think it's the United States. Only 17 think it's China, and Russia at 11. First of all, Ottawa is a bigger threat to Canada than the United States. There's people who actually think Trump wants to take the military and come up here and just take the country. He's even said he doesn't want to do that. He's not the greatest threat. Mark Carney and that bloated Liberal government is a way bigger threat. You'll own nothing and be happy. There's a famous German guy who said that. No, not the one from the 30s, but a guy who's, I don't think he's part of the WEF anymore. I think he retired or whatever, but I mean, Mark Carney was like, Mark Carney was in the WEF. I mean, let's be honest here. He wrote the book Values. He's also recently said that Muslim values are Canadian values. Now, ladies, come on, ladies. Most of you, not all of you, and again, a lot of you ladies are based. I love you guys. I appreciate it. But a lot of your peers or your colleagues are absolutely out of their mind when it comes to politics. Out of their mind. And mostly they vote Liberal. And the Liberal government just said not that long ago that Canadian values are Muslim values. Women, rightfully so, complain about Muslim values all the time because it's horrific what they do to women, right? You should be very upset at Mark Carney for saying that. That alone is a bigger threat than Donald Trump. The tariffs are going to be... Listen, it sucks right now. And, a lot of people, when they go through a rough period of life, they're maybe worried about losing their job. Time just slows down when you're not having a good time, right? When you're having fun, time just flies by. So it seems a little bit slow right now. It seems like, the end is near. Everyone's doom and gloom. It's going to be it's going to be over relatively quickly, in my opinion. I know Trump said that these tariffs are never coming off, but as we've seen with Trump's promise on ending certain wars and the Epstein list, that guy lies a lot. He likes to talk tough. Mark Carney needs to get a deal done, and hopefully these tariffs do come off. Now again, Trump's a wild card, who knows? But life's not going to suck forever unless we keep voting in the Liberal government and believing this propaganda that allows people to think that the United States is the biggest threat above China. Good Lord. I can't even, my mind is just spinning so hard from reading this. I can't even name all the scandals involving China. They had some restaurant in BC where they hired a bunch of people who were Chinese who immigrated over here, and they were sending videotape of the workers working back to the Chinese government, and they would get punished with their social credit score if they were ever to go back. America's the biggest threat, you dummies. And again, the Liberal propaganda machine known as the mainstream media, they just keep pumping out the propaganda, and people keep believing it. And it's insane. And again, boomers, ladies, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. You've turned me into some dude with 0 views and 0 subscribers to over 3 million views and 10,000 subscribers. I am not trying to give you a hard time. I'm giving your colleagues a hard time. Because what in the fucking world are they thinking? Canada is filled with people who are just have the mind virus. This liberal mind virus where it's just, oh, the news said something even though it's not news, so I must believe it as if it's news. What? China, India, Russia. Ottawa as its own city is a bigger threat to Canada. Toronto is a bigger threat to Canada than the United States. Just for the fact they'll never stop voting in a liberal government, which is purposely destroying the country. $92 billion deficit we're about to face this year. And where are we going to get the money from? Well, where does the liberal government always get their money from? Taxes. No, they dropped the carbon tax, and I'm paying less for gas right now. Yeah, that's going to end. The honeymoon phase is coming to an end very, very, very soon. And all these morons who took 10 years to figure out who Justin Trudeau was, hopefully will take less than 2 years to figure out who this clown is. By the name of Mark Carney. The globalist climate zealot who's against pipelines, but now all of a sudden wants to build pipelines. But is he really going to build pipelines? No. Are they really going to build 500,000 homes a year? No. Is he really going to stand tough to Trump? No. He already's shown he's not going to do that. Trump's going to get such a good deal, he'll probably just wipe off the tariffs because he doesn't need the money anymore. It's like one of the biggest side effects of the vaccine was brain smoothness. It's unbelievable. Oh, yeah, they're the biggest threat to us. And I guarantee you, if I talk to some conservative people I know, there would be a small portion who also agree with this. So it's not all conservatives out of the boat here, or so-called conservatives. There's a lot of people who flip between the liberals and the conservatives during the election based off who they like more, but they're pretty liberal. They just get sick and tired of the far left liberals sometimes, so they vote conservative. But those people agree with this. 59%? That's more than the Liberal and NDP vote combined. So it ain't just the far left. My God. It's just... Like, what do you even say? Like, it's... See, I gotta get it back on camera. I know, like, the way I'm melting down right now, you guys would enjoy the look on my face. So I gotta get the tech issue figured out. For some reason, when I use OBS, the camera really just glitches on me. So I gotta maybe make some updates or get a new system and get back on camera. You guys would enjoy this one. My face looks like a tomato right now. I'm so red. Because this shit just makes me mad. And I apologize for swearing. Some of you guys put that in the comments. You don't like it when I swear. Like, sorry, but sometimes I have to. This is nonsense. And Canadians should know better than this. We should be smarter than this. But because of these idiots, we used to be the greatest country in the world, in my opinion. Now we're nowhere close. Canada's a banana republic. It just goes to show you, they'll believe anything they hear. But you know what? I'm going to cut this rant a little bit short. I don't want to say something I shouldn't. I'm about to, well, as you can tell, I've been pretty heated this whole damn video. But I want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comment section which country or city in Canada is the biggest threat to Canada. You can even put a rank if you want. You know what? Actually, I'd rather you put a rank because then I want to see where the United States actually falls in. Are they the 5th, 6th, 10th? Let me know. Please don't be shy. And again, please don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back.